Hundreds of good-hearted, single, lonely, vulnerable women go to Jamaica every year for a relaxing vacation. But instead of bringing back some mangoes, couple bags of sugar cane, and some juicy beef patty, they bring back a whole husband. Let's talk about it. Scammer Dem Deyah. The scammer Dem Deyah. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, subbies. What me waganis doing? What gwan, folks? How you doing? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If this is the first time you're coming to OMGGG TV, please stop, subscribe, click on the notification bell, click all so that when I drop a video, you get the call. So guys, I don't know why, but you know, this particular topic has been running through my mind lately. And as you know, you can see from the title, a lot of women, sometimes men, get tricked and deceived into marrying people from other countries. We're going to stick with the diaspora of Jamaica, where they get used just for a person to obtain entry into England or America, Canada, but we'll go with Jamaica and England. And once the person has got what they want, it's a whole different person. Ladies, you have to be very careful when you go on vacation to Jamaica as a single woman, because the men are the best scammers in love on this planet. The best scammers to trick you, yeah? And then imagine you're a single woman, you're not seeing no one, maybe you came out of a not so good relationship, you've had a bad breakup, then bam, you see this man, you go on vacation, tropical island, beautiful, dreamy, you meet one man and he's gonna tell you everything you want to hear, everything you've never heard before. He's gonna do everything to you. The things he swear blind he doesn't do to woman, he's gonna do it to you. He will nyam you for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert, even though he will swear blind to him friend them that him never nyam before. If you're much older than him, he will help you to iron out your wrinkles. Anything you want, him will do it. He's gonna do anything and everything to secure his spot in the UK. I have seen men in their early 20s coupled up with women over 60. Yeah? All of a sudden, they're in love with a 60-year-old woman. And ladies, let's be real. How do you be going to countries headhunting these poor souls because, guys, all right, we're going to spin this both ways, right? When you look into the background of some of these men, they're coming from a very poor background. Nothing wrong with being poor. That's your situation. But they're coming from a very poor background. Some of them, few of them, are coming from the pits of hell, coming up from a hole in the ground, right? Then along comes you, yeah, with your English pound, and they're ready. They're ready to pounce. They've seen you. They spotted you coming a mile off. In fact, the community, an alert went out. British there in town, British there in town. They're on the alert, guys. Then you got the bad ones, right? That come up out of the hole in the ground. Some of them not even have a full set of teeth in their head. Teeth missing side to side. And they come to you and they approach you and tell you all kind of sugar in your ears. And you fall for this? You really fall for this? Ladies, are you that desperate? That desperate? Now, don't get me wrong, guys. There's people where it does work out. I know a couple of couples. I know one that's been together donkey years, maybe nearly 20. Yeah? But I'm telling you, I would say 8 out of 10, it doesn't follow through. Right? Ladies, are you that desperate to leave your country and go to Jamaica and meet certain type of man and put yourself in a position where you're married to them and you're just stuck? You don't know whether to go left or right when finally you see the real ghetto slam sitting down living in your house in the UK and you're married to them. Huh? I came across this letter that was sent in on Google, yeah? The lady said, I suspect that my husband married me only for a British visa. If I get a divorce, will he take half of my belongings? Stress. Then the person replied, what steps have you taken? Have you filed any papers in the family court? The lady said no. They replied, have you talked to a lawyer about this yet? The lady said, not yet. Person replied, if there's anything else the lawyer should know, please rest assured they will be able to help you. The lady said, my husband was granted a spouse visa, but he's not arrived in the UK yet. So this lady, she's been abroad, and actually I don't even think this is actually Jamaica, but she's been abroad. She's married the person over there. He hasn't arrived in the UK yet, but she's already seen the red flags. Yeah? She's changed her mind, but she's already married him. Yeah? She said, my husband has got a spouse visa, but he's not in the UK yet. During the visa process, I gave him all my legal document, including my flat land registry, bank statements and HR letter. We are newly married. I suspect that he married me for visa only. If I get a divorce now, when he's still outside the UK, will he take half my belongings? Will the situation be different if I delay the divorce until he comes to the UK? Hoping that my concerns are false and giving him a second chance to prove that the marriage is genuine. Should I ask him to sign a prenuptial agreement or a postnuptial agreement? So this lady, she's gone on vacation for stress relief, relaxation, and she brought back more stress than she could ever think of because she's realised the man's no good. Yeah? He's tricked and he's deceived her. Yeah? Ladies, if you're looking for love from a man and you're looking for a man to love you and you want to get married, you can only get married because that man loves you, he likes you, it's all about you. If you know you're rushing into the marriage for a visa, it's not all about you. He's marrying the visa, yeah? Now, a Jamaican man, he can keep up that act for as long as it takes. And once they get to the country of their destination, like if it's the UK, I think a married spouse, it can take 3 years, 5 years or more to obtain your British citizenship. And let me tell you, they will wash your foot, cook those yam and dumpling, give you, run your bath, do everything they have to do for as long as it takes. But the elephant in the room is always going to be, was it for the visa? Right? But here's a tip if you didn't know what I went on to read. These types of marriages can be revoked. They can be annulled by the immigration people them, right? If you can prove you were tricked into love, tricked into a marriage, it's fraud. Annulment on a wedding, annulment on a marriage has no limitation. It's not like you have to be married for 90 days. So if you think you've been used only for a visa, only for British citizenship or whatever country, go and seek a lawyer. You can get that marriage annulled. There is no time limitation, whether it be 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, or 20. According to Google, guys, that's what I read. Then when they come and they're getting comfortable and their foot is under the table, that's when you're going to see the real Tegger egg come out. Not all of them, some of them, most of them, right? Especially the ones what you chose that come from that background where you had to pull him up out of the dark hole, bring him to the UK, give him a new set of teeth. Those ones, Frightened Fridays, yeah? They get their foot under the table, they find a job, they get a career. Some of them turn big blogger, big YouTuber, TikToker, yes. And they think they're all that and a bag of chips. They think they're king of the castle, suddenly they're better than you. Suddenly they're intelligent. They know everything. They're better than you. They're living in your home where you work hard for your things with their foot up on your coffee table. Man of the house. And these type of men, they already have some kind of ego, some of them. And because they travelled, the ego just grew tenfold. You have to be really careful. Check out background. Do not rush into it. Some of these women, you know, they go on vacation and I'm telling you, 3 to 6 months later, they are married. Putting in the paperwork. Yeah. And all along, you know, some of these men have their woman, their diehard from school days right there in Jamaica. Some of them have hidden children you don't know about. When you go to visit them in Jamaica, do you know that some of these women agree to lie low and let these men run around Jamaica while you're there on vacation? And then when you're gone back to the UK, America, Canada, and you left him all that cash and all them new clothes and all of that, they're there out sporting in what you work hard for with their real woman, what they love in Jamaica. Because I think, you know, guys, most people that go abroad, most times when those relationship works, they are with another Jamaican. So, for example, when a British woman, born British, and maybe a white lady also goes to these kind of countries and end up in these predicaments, the true love is never really there. Never really there. Because they love their own. And if you think when you bring them here that it's only you, no way. Especially when there's 30-year difference in age gap, 25-year difference in age gap. Guys, you see the story of Alicia, Kim and Boo. It's kind of along the same lines, and this is 2 Jamaicans. Yeah. It's got to be for love, not for the visa. You have to remember that. Look into their family backgrounds, where they're coming from. What are their needs? What are their needs? Because let me tell you, you could have just met one gangster bad man and he's going to play to you like he's some angel, and his friends and family are going to play along too. They know the assignment, they know the agenda, the whole village, the whole community. Nobody's going to let you know the truth. You be walking up and down around Jamaica, think you're fiancé. You're not fiancé. You're visa. Yeah? Your visa, you are opportunity. Yeah? And them now mess that up until they land. Yeah? From the poor to the riches, that's how they see it. Even though when they come in, they're not necessarily rich, they still have to work and everything, but it's like from the poor to the riches. And some of them can't handle it. It's good when they elevate and make something of themselves, but some of them, their ego is so much that can't leave them. Their arrogance so much that can't leave them. And their ignorance so much that can't leave them. And like when you peel away the skin from a banana reveal the right thing underneath. But most of the time, it's a rotten banana. I wonder if I'm making sense. I wonder if I'm making sense. You know, this woman, he ain't even land yet. She's worried because she's gone and married him. No prenup, nothing. And I was reading somewhere, once you're married to them, they can come for half of what you've got. Can you imagine? I don't know a real life story of that, but I never even thought of that way. And they would have the cheek to do that, guys. Come for you for half of what you have. Yeah? When you tried to divorce them, after you tried to help them. And you know what they're going to say? Because you did me a favour, you think I owe you everything? Because you did me a favour. Me hear one say so. Because you did me a favour. Huh? And cuss off the woman. You have to know, you know, where they're coming from, what's their background. Because you can take a pig out of mud, right, and dress it up, braid its hair back, you know, put it in clean clothes, fly it over here, give it a British passport, find it a job, stick it in front of YouTube on a blogging channel. But it's still gonna be a pig. Nothing ain't gonna change. Because when you get that person mad, you will hear all the nasty, dirty things what come out of their mouth. How they would talk down to women, tell women about their hole, tell them they're this, tell them they're that. And then you realise, this is not the man I thought he was. What happened to my sweet little poor man what I met with him teeth missing? What happened to him? He's changed. No, he hasn't changed. This is who he was. He never saw you as wife. He never loved you. He never really wanted you. It was all about the visa. Come to the UK or wherever he's going. Put his foot under the table. Get the stay, get the British passport. That's all it's about. They ain't got no heart when they do it. Don't think they have any empathy for you. Some of them come, take your money and go home and mind them woman and them kids. You never know. Yeah? They prefer take up the older middle-aged woman because they know she's not going to want to have kids with them and stuff like that. They're smart. They're calculating. And you mustn't fall for it. No, not only is it a hit on your financial purse, but your mental well-being and your emotional state. If you fall in love, ladies, trust me. It's only when that fish has landed you will really see what you caught. Yeah? It's only when you've landed that fish you're going to see what you really caught in the net. Yes. As I said, I would say 8 out of 10. I never see this end good. Yeah. Some of them even will breed you up, get you pregnant, have kids, and they know they're not staying with you. They will enter into your family, your life, what you already have in your country, maybe around kids, what you already have, and, you know, your family, your friends, and they will deceive everybody to get that British book. Trust me. So this is a scammer alert. If you're going to get married for love. Do not marry and rush it for somebody's visa, because you're never going to know if that person's really into you. You're never going to know. You rush these things, you never know their real personality. And that dark hole where they poke their head up out of, they're going to pull you down, right back down there with them. Yeah? Many, many women. But in saying that, on the flip side, you know, guys, you have these women that go to these Caribbean countries for that. I saw a program, you know, they had a program on where these women, Caucasians, they went out there just for that. They knew exactly where to find these type of guys. I think they call them pimps or gigolos, right? Or beach boys. Or even donkeys, I think. And they know where to find them. And they spend their vacation with them. And my God, who in the UK saw that documentary? Who in the UK saw that documentary? Huh? And it's scary. Because apparently the big A is climbing again fast out there. You have to be careful. And when you go out there on vacation and then you're having these wild times with these pimper gigolos, why the heck would you decide to marry one and bring one into your yard? It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Be careful. Go on vacation single and come back single. If you really meet someone and you really, really like them, give it a while. Give it a while. Yeah? Give it a couple years. I don't know what to say, you know. Because even when you give it a couple years, like, as I said, when you're there, you're there. When you leave, then gone back to their normal life. Yeah. I don't know where I heard this once, but like someone's phone was ringing, someone said. When they checked the phone, they turned to their friend and says, "Oh, I'm a bank, I call me. I'm a bank yard." Yeah, something like that. I'm a credit card, I call me. I'm a credit card. Can you imagine? Then you fly in to see them, think that you're the queen of the Caribbean. And that time people sniggering around the corner, see the credit card there? See the credit card there? Eh? Them real woman just lie low for a couple weeks because she a feed off the feeding tree. I say it go. Not all of them, but most of them. And it makes it bad for good guys or good women, because these days, hopefully, people are wising up. Yeah? I don't know. I just thought I'd talk about that. I don't know why. It just came into my mind. Thought it was an interesting topic, because there was a craze when these things were going on, you know, guys. So I don't know if people have wised up now. Couple years back, or about a year ago, you saw the lady in the airport. I don't know, she looked like she was high as a kite. You have to be very, very careful in anywhere where you are. You could be in a club in England, a pub. Be careful what you drink. Be careful. There are some crazy, crazy people out there. They will do anything to get in your knickers, do anything to get in your country. Yeah? And they don't care about the hurt and destruction they cause along the way. I don't know, guys. Have you guys got any stories? Have you got any, you know, success stories where, you know, somebody brought someone over and they're together and they're happily in love and all of that? Because there's loads of those as well. Lots of success stories. But I think there's more unsuccessful stories. People that have gone through real bad experience. Lost money, lost their homes, been used, abused, you know, verbally every day. Things like that happen, guys. Yeah. Women, we have to strong up, man, and know your worth. Trust me. I don't know if this video makes any kind of sense. But I will finish by saying, what goes on vacation, leave it out there at the vacation spot. Do not bring it home. Like, share, subscribe. And I'll be back with another video very, very soon, guys. I'm out.